What's going on, guys? It's Adonis. Spoilers for Dragon Ball Super episode 130 and 131 just came out. I'm a little tired, but we're going to get into this because there's some interesting things and some things that we weren't really expecting to hear about, which is interesting to me. So let's get into it. Now, if you guys are fans of geek culture content, make sure you hit that subscribe button and you have notifications turned on so you don't miss any future content. Now, before we get into it, smash that like button, show your boys some love. Also, if you guys want to take that support a step further, you can head over to the Patreon or grab some merch. But let's get into these spoilers. A huge shout out to Herms98 for the translation as always. Now, really quick, what I want to go over is the kind of the synopsis that they already have out for episode 130 and 131. And then we'll get into what was literally just dropped. So let's get into that first. So remember, there's no episode on March 11th. So episode 130, which is March 18th, is when the next Dragon Ball Super episode will drop. An unprecedented Super Showdown, the ultimate survival battle. Only a minute and a half remain in the Tournament of Power. Fierce battle between Universe 7 Son Goku and Universe 11 Jiren continues to rage on the fighting stage. As Jiren powers up even further, Goku counters by activating Ultra Instinct. Who will win this unprecedented battle? Now, obviously, this is kind of talking about what happened at the end of this last episode and continuing in this episode. So what we have right now is not any like specific spoilers, more so of a synopsis spoiler of this episode. And what it seems like is the fight may continue into episode 131. So this one reads, DBS episode 131, a miraculous conclusion. Farewell, Goku, until the day we meet again. And this is the final episode, March 25th. Now, I know a lot of people are still trying to figure out, obviously, who's going to win the fight. Will they both knock themselves out? Will Frieza win because he's still on the stage? There's a lot that I think people are still theorizing on how it's going to end. So that's super interesting. But to me, this isn't the most interesting thing. And I'll get into that right now. There was a leak image with text that Herms put out, and it says, meanwhile, according to this, even Beerus says Ultra Instinct Goku might be stronger than him. And he says possibly a line from the next episode, and that there might be more crazy developments in store. Now, I know a lot of you that follow the channel have heard me say a few times that there hasn't really been any proof in the series that states that Beerus isn't stronger than Goku still, or that Jiren is stronger than Beerus or anything like that. There hasn't been anything that has stated that thus far in the tournament. And I know a lot of people are saying, well, duh, bro, he is Ultra Instinct, Beerus doesn't have Ultra Instinct. But for him to say that he might be stronger, there is not a definite there. It is a possibility that he is stronger than Beerus. Does not mean that he is stronger than Beerus. If Beerus stated he's now stronger than me, then we know for a fact. When he's stating that there is, that he might be, that seems like a rival. The rival that Beerus has been trying to find since Battle of Gods, in the Super Saiyan God that he saw in his dream. Now, this would be awesome, would be a great way to segue into maybe a new movie or a special between Ultra Instinct Goku and Beerus. Would be amazing to see. Now, I know a lot of people are still saying as well, that's an obvious thing with Beerus being, one of the gods, Jiren stronger than all the gods. But that one was not stated that he was stronger than every god of destruction. I've said that on multiple occasions, and there hasn't been any proof in the story that suggests that. There's been a theory saying that, oh, well, Belmont's the strongest god. There has been zero evidence of that in the story at all. Any of the subs, none of them say that Belmont is the strongest god of destruction. So that's not there either. Another misconception about Beerus' strength is the whole, Beerus is 70, he was using 70% of his power when he fought Goku in the first arc of the movie, of the show. And that's one of those other misconceptions, that they're using that subtitle from the movie Battle of Gods, which was retconned when Dragon Ball Super came out, because that came out 2 years before Dragon Ball Super ever existed. So when they came out with the new series, they rewrote that. And during that time, he even stated he was fighting at 100% against Goku. And then after the fight was done, and Whis was actually calling him a liar, suggesting that the only reason why he said that he was using 100% was to pull all the potential out of Goku. And then Beerus says, oh, you noticed that. So it was one of those things where it was never stated how strong Beerus was. Beerus was lying to Goku to pull all the power out of Goku. So we don't know what percentage of Beerus' power he was actually using. And then even throughout the series, there's been multiple times where people thought, oh, well, he surpassed him here. When Goku showed Kaioken times 10, Beerus even said no, he's not worried about it. So with all the current evidence that we have in the series, nothing suggested ever that Beerus was weaker than Ultra Instinct Goku or Omen Goku. We didn't know that. There was no feats that shown that, because people will say, well, we never seen Beerus do that. Well, 100%, but we never seen Beerus fight at 100%, so we don't know what Beerus is capable of. So we're just assuming that when Goku was fighting him, and people scale that, or they power scale that to the Jiren fight. They say, well, Jiren fought a more powerful Super Saiyan God Goku and took his punches with his finger. Yeah, I get that, but that doesn't necessarily mean that Jiren is stronger than Beerus at all, because we don't know how much power Beerus was using against Goku. We have no idea of that. So I feel like the feats right now for Beerus, there aren't enough to support kind of any argument. It's kind of up in the air until either the author says something or something the character will state. Like right now, we see that he's saying that there is a possibility that he is stronger than Beerus now, which is dope. That is something from Beerus. And if that does come to fruition, again, that is a might. He might be. That does not mean that he is. He might be means this could be a challenge, this could be a fight that they can actually have to see who is actually the strongest, which would be dope to see. But this is exciting. This was more exciting to me than anything. The synopsis of the episodes are cool, but that to me is one of those things where they started off in the beginning of Dragon Ball Super of Beerus trying to find a rival. And if he's able to find a rival by the end of Super, that's a dope story arc for Beerus, something that Goku has kind of been striving for this entire time, to kind of level himself up to be able to fight Beerus, which would be dope. That'd be a really cool story arc. We just want to see that fight. So what are your guys' thoughts on the synopsis of the episodes, and also the potential leak or information that Beerus could be stating that Ultra Instinct Goku might be as strong as him or might be stronger than him? Let me know in the comment section down below your thoughts. And also, if you guys aren't Geek Tonight yet, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, have that notification bell turned on so you don't miss any future content. If you guys like the video, hit that thumbs up button, show your boys some love. And if you want to check out my previous Dragon Ball videos, the links will be right here to the side. All right, guys, till next time. See you later.